time out here.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm working with Keith Reynolds at the Raptor Roost, which
Okay.
is an ideal place to watch the launch from.
Uh-huh.
We're going to be watching the static fire from there.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Wow. We came at just the right moment.
Yeah, I actually gotta go fast because it's sunset right now.
Yeah, do it. Do your thing.
Yeah.
What an inspiration. Good music you got.
Thanks.
Who was that?
An artist named Nikki. A lot of my friends from college listen to Nikki.
Nice. Where did you go to college?
I'm currently a student at UC Berkeley.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's high and lofty. That's good.
Thank you.
So what's your goal in life? What's your dream?
Impact a lot of people in positive ways, both in engineering and in art.
That's beautiful. You'll do it. You already are. Look what you did for us.
Thank you.
And my friend Tyler and I, we came out for the sunset. The sun now is setting, and if you go out far in the field and get in the right spot, the sun looks like it's going through the hole of the flame trench on Tower 2.
I saw a picture of that. Yeah. I'm actually with the pad civil team.
Nice.
Working with that. So.
Oh wow! Oh my
yeah,
God! You work for SpaceX?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
righteous! I'm so glad there's an artist among y'all.
Yeah.
If you know of any art jobs that they need, I got to take the tour. A friend of mine works at SpaceX, and
Oh really?
we got the tour. We got to go up in the high bay, and I saw the beautiful painting of the spaceman, and it made my heart so happy that it was actual paint and not a vinyl.
Yeah.
And I was like, my gosh, I want to see if Elon and the team want anybody for their space diner that they're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
I think people like you and me could do just that.
I like it. I like it.
And have paintings for sale like they do in some restaurants.
Oh yeah.
Which sometimes does well and sometimes doesn't. Most people, when you put a piece of art in a restaurant, they came to eat. They did not came to buy art.
Yeah.
But it does what you say. It makes them happy.
Yeah.
Makes food taste better.
I hope to do that.
Yeah. I'll definitely send you my picture of that. And I'm doing a time lapse tonight. We're going to set it up.
You got it.
Although I may end up just staying with you until you're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I like that. Do you go out here a lot for rocket launches and
Oh,
static
I have been to every launch.
Every launch?
I'm known as Robert of the Dunes. That dune over there to the left that the seagull's flying over right now, that's Robert's Dune.
Robert's Dune?
Yeah, the one that's by that camera, the NSF camera.
Yeah.
And the first, before first launch, I met a bunch of the YouTube community out here, Jessica Kirsch and a bunch of the others. And they invited me to a bonfire, and I wasn't a part of this community yet. And she said, Robert, you don't have to go home, we have a bonfire. I said, great. So 9 o'clock turned into 10, 10 turned into 11. I was like, I need to go back to my folks' place because we were visiting from Dallas.
Okay.
And she said, well, you don't have to go and it's dark. Why don't you just sleep in your car? You can camp on this beach and wake up with the sunrise and have another day of Starbase.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. So I called my wife and she said, yes, stay. Oh my God, that's great. So I slept in the car. It got really humid, uncomfortable. And I'm a Boy Scout. I'd done survival merit badge and everything. And I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I got an ocean breeze. So I got out. I had my sleeping bag in the car just in case for emergency.
Yeah.
And put it on the dunes. Fell asleep on out under the open stars.
You already got it.
God, it's wonderful, and I've done that ever since.
That sounds very peaceful.
I bought a tent now. I bring the tent out in case it rains. But I still sleep out. Now the past couple of bits here, the mosquitoes are horrible out here.
Oh yeah.
They've come in swarms. Not that mosquitoes are horrible, but they all have a place in life, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to stay out easily, although I did. I wanted to be here when they put the ring in, so I stayed in the dunes all night and suffered.
Yeah.
It was worth it. 7 o'clock in the morning on the dot, that baby went up.
I like that.
There's going to be a SpaceX museum. Did you know that?
A SpaceX museum?
It's on the map already, and we feel like Elon put it there as a teaser, the space holder.
Okay.
And so I feel certain that they would welcome artwork. I just see that happening. We'll see how all this works out.
Yeah.
Ride the ride.
Yeah. Hopefully I get on that.
Yeah, I'll I'll let you know of anything. We also, my friend and I, April, we're doing a series of trading cards.
Trading cards.
We're gonna make trading cards.
Okay.
We know so many great photographers and so many epic photos, and she knows of the trading community. And
Okay.
there's people that just collect cards of anything, and we feel that the beauty of Starbase and SpaceX and StarShip should be celebrated.
Yeah.
And so she's already got the first set made and is going to place the order, and then we're going to do it in series.
Cool.
The first are hers,
Yeah.
and then we'll gradually do mine and Toby and Sean Giesler and Jordan and all of our friends.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think that we should do some art cards.
Art cards, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
I'll send you my art.
Yeah.
I've painted every time I've come out here. That's why I was overjoyed to see you.
You're a painter.
Oh yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm a muralist.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. You like painting large scale?
I do.
Yeah.
My biggest one was 3 stories tall
Wow.
for a barber shop.
Wow.
And I did it with a ladder tilted up against it. No
Cool.
scaffold work.
Yeah.
It was very brave of me to do that, we'll put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It luckily was figurative and very simple, one color,
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't as involved as one might expect, but it turned out gorgeous.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's in Arlington, Texas.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I am from SoCal. I'm not sure where that is.
Arlington is west of Dallas.
Cool. Okay.
Growing little piece of the Metroplex.
Yeah.
It's looking great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Maxfield Parrish?
No.
Great painter from the early, mid to late 60s.
Oh, really?
He died in 1968 when I was born.
Uh-huh.
He's had a strong affinity towards his work.
Gotcha. What's his work about?
He did fantasy paintings, very beautiful things. He worked with the Edison Mazda company
Okay.
for lights. His most famous was a painting called Daybreak,
Okay.
and in his day he was as famous as Norman Rockwell, a household name.
Okay.
It was one of the most purchased posters, printed posters of its time,
Mhm.
and in those days it was offset lithography.
Mhm.
So beautiful. To buy an original is quite expensive.
Yeah.
I have a print, that you could order online.
Cool.
But he mastered the art of producing paintings for the media. He worked for, like I say, all these like chocolate companies. When they found his work, magical mystery kind of things,
Yeah.
and chocolate company had hired other artists, and they'd seen his work in reproduction. They were like, "Wow, your stuff turns out good and exactly like the painting. How do you do it?" Well, how he did it was he found out that a lot of people were having trouble with their paintings reproducing murky
Uh-huh.
and getting muddy and brown.
Yeah.
So he went to the publisher, the printer, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna do this. Y'all gonna print it. How can I make it to where it prints as good as it looks?" And they said, "Well, we print with CMYK, cyan, magenta."
Yeah.
Yes.
Cyan magenta.
So they said, if you could paint in those with layers, then we can do a better job for you in printing. So he did. The first layer that he would always do, and that's why you're reminding me of you're using magenta.
Magenta. Yeah.
He would start with cyan
Okay.
and use that as his base. So the trees would be blue. I've seen some of his originals that didn't get finished, and they're amazing. They're spellbinding. And then he would glaze it. He used oils just like you because of the luminosity,
Yes.
and because they're transparent. They're not
Yes.
opaque like.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with acrylics. However, I've gotten it to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So then he would go with magenta, and then yellow, and then finally black,
Wow.
layering it. And so when the printer got a hold of it, and they did their separations, which were then done by photographic processes, it would separate out so well and clean that when they printed it, it looked as good or better than the original.
Wow.
So he became well sought after. He was a millionaire in his day,
Okay.
an artist,
Yeah.
a millionaire. That's amazing.
I always thought about like painting on the on digital using CMYK, but
Yeah.
you know, doing it traditionally is pretty cool.
Yeah, try it.
I'm gonna try it out.
And look up his work, Maxwell Parrish.
Okay.
The drying process, as you already know, with oils, especially when you're doing glazes.
Yeah.
And the glazes was important because that's what locked in the color of the layer.
Yes.
And then he would go on top of that. He would have multiple paintings going on at any given time.
Okay.
For clients.
Gotcha.
And he would work around the room as they cured.
Because the glazing takes a long time.
Indeed.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. So now I'm curious to see what colors you're gonna blend in.
Yeah. So I use a mix of quinacridone magenta, ultramarine blue.
Got it.
And then lemon yellow.
Okay.
And then titanium white. So I'm just using 4 colors.
Good.
So that I could get that color harmony. The magenta is a really interesting, touch that I'm trying to experiment with.
Good. So what do you do with pad, if I may ask?
Yeah.
Unless it's something you can't say, because I understand that.
Yeah. Just working on the launch site.
Good.
Anything with working on the launch site.
Nice.
Yeah. Just helping out.
The teamwork that it takes.
Yeah.
Is phenomenal. Yeah, I got to do the tour like I told you, and you know my escort, my friend, told me, now you can't tell anybody about anything you saw. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I said, can I tell them it was amazing? He says, yes, of course you can. So when people ask us, so how was it? I was like, it was amazing. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah,
and with a huge smile on my face, and they go, okay, we translate that just fine.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop smiling for like an hour after we were done. And the store, we got to do the employee discount as a benefit.
Oh yeah.
I bought every patch.
You bought every patch, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow, they are working away. I've been interviewed by people and they've said, so tell us, what is the allure of StarShip? Why do you love it so much? Why are people drawn to it? I said, oh, that's easy. It is the StarShip that you drew when you were a kid in the margins of your notebooks.
Yeah.
It's silver, it's beautiful, it's got heat tiles on it, it's pointy, it has fins.
Yeah.
Just like Buck Rogers. And that sets it apart from everything else.
Yeah.
Composition checker.
Oh yeah, and value checker to see if things are dark enough or light enough.
Oh, cool. So, who's your favorite artist?
I don't know. Modern artists like Brian Mark Taylor, if you've ever
No.
been. He's a landscape artist. Captures landscapes and very quickly. So that's what I'm also trying to do. But also from the Impressionist movement, Monet.
Yes.
Yeah, just like the idea of capturing shapes with very vibrant colors is a really cool phenomenon to me, and it helps me like express scenes in ways that like you can't really express just by taking a picture.
Right. My job before this was at the Dallas Museum of Art.
Okay.
And I worked in the museum shop, and I'm also a trained docent. Monet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Courbet. I love Courbet too.
Courbet.
His was of a different impressionist ilk.
Yeah.
Degas. Oh. We had a Van Gogh show, and I look enough like Van Gogh that I had shorter beard at the time.
Yeah.
And I cut my hair short like his,
Uh-huh.
and I dyed it red. And I worked every day in the store, and I wore a jacket and a straw hat like his.
Yeah.
And I would have people come in the store, and they would go, "Oh, Vincent, yeah, yeah," and they'd say, "Can we have a picture with you?" And so I'd say, "Yes, of course. I'll have my break here," and I would go in and pose with the paintings.
Aw, that's sweet. That's sweet. Are you camping out here tonight?
I am at the Raptor Roost.
Okay.
Like
Where
I say,
is that?
oh my gosh, I'll have to give you a tour. As a matter of fact, I'll see. Yes, I'll give you a tour, and we have a museum there of some artifacts and some paintings that I'm doing. One,
Cool.
we're building a giant starship out of an old boat,
Oh, wow.
and I painted the banana for scale reference on
Yes.
for S31.
Got it. Got it.
And some friends of mine have photography 3 now, and we're going to add to it.
Okay.
But it's the closest place here for the public to watch from. And my friend Keith and his wife Barbara host us there. And my friend April and I, we do art crafts for the kids when there's a launch.
Whoa.
Because Keith was looking at it and he was like, "Robert, April, if you could come up with some artsy stuff, something to entertain the kids." The adults sit around and talk, and the kids, well, especially of this generation, they're on their phones all the time, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But if we could get them to engage,
Yeah.
that'd be great. So I was like, all right. So one of the things that I came up with was making heat tiles out of styrofoam.
Okay.
So I went and got that pink insulation stuff they sell at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and cut it out to the exact shape of a full heat tile, so that they wouldn't have to work with Sharpie knives.
Yeah.
And so, but I did have them sand the edges out to match it.
Yeah.
My idea was that they would want to paint it black and white. So I had the paints black and white. My friend April, who is a much more amazing colorist than I can imagine to be, she had a whole full complement of colors. And she said, "Or you could do it with these colors." And boy, they dove in. And the most beautiful one, my favorite, was this one little boy who was about 7, and he got his hands on the paint. He squirted every color in the rainbow on his tile and then put his hands in it and smeared it around.
Aw.
And it was gorgeous. So I let those dry. It was acrylic.
Yeah.
And then I put a coat of clear coat on it so that it would be prepared, and had them sign it on the back for Mom and Dad.
Okay.
So those go home with everybody.
Aw.
And then we did just random paintings. I bought a bunch of those $1 canvases at the dollar store.
Okay.
And just let them go to town.
Yeah.
And I tell them, all right, so this is the art table, and there's only one rule at the art table. And they're like, "What?" You know, they're looking at you like, "Okay, here comes a rule." I said, "There are no rules. You do whatever you want.
Okay.
It is your world, and it's your paint."
Yeah.
And so I accidentally had a toothbrush in my brush bag, and I emptied it out on the deal. Well, this little girl, she was so sweet. She picks up the toothbrush. She says, "What's a toothbrush doing in here?" I was like, "Oh, I had that in there. I just put it in by accident. It's a toothbrush, and I brush my teeth with it." She says, "Oh, can I use it to paint with?" I was like, "It is a brush, and I did say there were no rules, so yes." And she smiled so big, and she proceeded to make the most beautiful trees using the toothbrush as the applicator for the leaves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's what I found. If you tell kids that there's a regimen they must follow, it stifles them. If you tell them there's no rules, it opens it up.
Yeah. You gotta teach them how to loosen up.
Yeah.
That's a very important job.
Yeah.
I really respect you for that.
Yeah, thanks. That's one of the things I've read about Elon and SpaceX is that he's open to anybody's suggestions. Whoever they are can put in an idea, and he welcomes it. I think that's great.
Yeah. Trying to paint the chopsticks and the quick disconnect.
Yep. This is looking fabulous.
Thank you.
My favorite, I did it with Prismacolor, and then I painted it over later in the day, and it's Flight 1.
Flight 1. Yeah.
After the first stacking. It is my favorite painting of Starbase ever.
You think we could go to Mars?
We will go to Mars. It is absolute.
Yeah.
I have no doubts in my heart or my mind.
Yeah.
Do
you think that could happen?
I think we'll miss this first time window. One thing I also love about Elon is I'm autistic, like Asperger's, whatever. I'm on the spectrum, so I totally understand that kind of mindset. He thinks big, and time doesn't work for people on the autism spectrum, which is why a lot of artists typically are. To be able to stand and paint and not mind it and love it, other people who are time sensitive can't. Yeah. We get lost in it, and so when he says we're going to do this by this such and date, you cannot hit a target that you do not set a deadline for.
Yeah.
Even if it's out of this world, pardon the pun. Yeah. It gives you something as a team to shoot for, and then if you get close, hey, you just won a lot. Yeah. I always tell people, if you have a goal and you say one of these days I'm going to fill in the blank, go to Paris. Yeah. You know, write my first book. You will never get it done, because one of these days is code for I'd like to, but I'm really not going to. It's just an idea. So I found that out in college. I went to Campus Crusade for Christ. Okay. And they said, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how God works in your life, and miracles have happened this way. So we want you to write on a piece of paper a 1-week goal, and a month goal, and a year goal, and a 5-year goal. On the 5-year goal, we want you to make a goal that's so big that you think it's impossible, something that's a little out of your reach right now. So dream big. Whoa. So I wrote for my 5-year goal, walk the streets where Michelangelo walked in Florence, Italy. Yeah. That specific. And so I graduated, and we turned in the papers. They said they'd pray over them, and I forgot about the 5-year goal. 4 years and 11 months later, I was at my job, and I would go to this North Lake College, which was across the way from where I worked. Mm-hmm. And I found this notice that said, hey, we are now accepting people who want to go to Italy. Cool. Call this number. So I grabbed the little thing on the tearaway, and I called, and they were like, great, oh my God, I'm so glad you called. Tomorrow's the deadline. Can you have $500 deposit today? And I was like, yes, I can. So I did. Yeah. Called back 5 minutes later, said, I'm going to take 2 people. My dad's coming with me. Yeah. So I got to take me and my dad. We get on the airplane. He sits down. He says, Robert, do you know what today is? And I was like, what? It's Father's Day. Did you plan this for Father's Day? I was like, oh, no, but Happy Father's Day. and then I realized, I was like, wait a minute. I was flying along, and I went, wait a minute. I had this goal, and I turned this in, and I did the math, and I was like, oh my God, it was 5 years ago. So God did remember my wish, and he granted it, and he got me where I needed to be, and that's key. People think it's hard, and you got to struggle to get a goal done. If you make it, and you give the universe or God or whatever you want to call the great beyond the reins to steer you, it will, even if it's going to Mars. Yeah. It's the will.
So you think it's the will that helps us get to Mars?
It is. It's the internal will. It's whatever drives anybody.
Cool.
Elon, he was in one of his speeches, because I've listened to a lot of them. He said, I want to die on Mars. And then he corrected it and said, well, I don't want to die on Mars. He said, I want to be on Mars and in my life there. He just says, I think that'd be cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to? I would volunteer. If they put out a volunteer and said, hey, we're looking for artists to go to Mars, I would jump at it.
Yeah.
I would go.
You'd volunteer right away.
I would. I mean, can you imagine? And that's one of the things I love about the mural that's on the parking garage.
Yes.
See, for me, I'm like, I know exactly why they did that. Day by day, as the workers come in, they see that. It helps to visualize, because that's what artists can do. We help show people what they can't see tangibly yet, so they can start imagining it in their hearts.
I like that. I like that.
So you got that dome city or habitat, and you got the 3 starships.
Yep.
And my happiest moment this week has been, I was over there, and they, instead of driving the Starship to bring it to Massey's out by Sanchez, they brought it right out by that mural. So I scampered over there real quick.
Whoa.
And I got my video, and you'll see it, and I'll send you the pictures too, of the Starship, the real Starship, going by the pictorial renderation.
Oh.
I don't know if renderation is a word, but I just said it, so it is now. Wow, you're gonna love the pictures I'm getting right now.
Really?
You're a silhouette, and Starship's right lined up.
Whoa.
Oh, these are freaking awesome.
I am excited. How long have you been doing YouTube?
Since, I guess it's 7 years. Originally, it's called Robert's Crane Art, because I'm curious about how things are built. And when I was in Dallas, I would take public transport, the bus and the train and the rail. And so that afforded me the opportunity to look out the window instead of, concentrating on driving. And one of the things I started getting curious about, because we've had a building boom there in Dallas, and a lot of tower cranes have gone up. They build the buildings, and when they are done with the building, the next thing you know, if you're just doing your workaday world, the tower crane's done, everybody moves in. Well, where'd the tower crane go? How did they get it down? Because it's taller than the building. So I had kind of asked the universe, like to know how that works, and came into Dallas to go to the Dallas Museum of Art, and came out of the tower and looked over, and there was a mobile crane that was taking the tower crane down. Now they had lowered it to the side of the building. And I was like, well, I got my answer now. They lower it to the side of the building, and then they pick it apart. Okay, good. Had 20 minutes before I had to be at work, so I spent that 15 minutes watching them, and went, all right, if they're still here when I get out to work, I'll be out here. Sure enough, they were there till 9 in the evening. I sat there and sketched. I got out my sketchbook and I started sketching. Next day I did the same, and then it was done. It was a good distance away, so they didn't even know I was there. The next time that a crane showed up, I was right there. I was right by the border, and the workers kept noticing me. And so finally they came out and said, what are you doing over here? And I was like, I'm sketching your crane. And they're like, really? Can we see it? And I was like, yes, sir. So I ended up having lunch with the guys. They bought all my sketches.
Whoa.
And wouldn't take no for an answer. They just loved them. And that led to knowing all the others. And so I brought a GoPro the next time and did a time lapse of them doing some work. And one of them said, well, we're putting up some panels. He said, we got an idea. You got your GoPro there. How about we strap it onto the block with some duct tape? We send it up with the thing. Would you be good with that?
Whoa.
So, absolutely. So we strapped it on, and I got this cool footage. Well, that started the whole YouTube thing.
Whoa.
Because my friends, they were like, hey, can you share those videos? Of course, that's why I'm doing it, is to share them. So I was trying to send them, and in those early days of me being on YouTube, I hadn't been on YouTube yet. I couldn't send them through email because they're too big. I couldn't text them because they're too big. And I could get a jump drive, but I'd go broke buying enough for everybody because they're expensive, And some of them aren't big enough anyway. So one of them just goes, hey, Robert, why don't you start a YouTube channel? You can do it for free, and we can all share it with our family. I was like, great. Whoa. And they said you should call it Robert's Crane Art because that's how we first met you. You were drawing our cranes. So that's how the name came about.
Okay.
And now I'm here and I'm still working with my cranes. I moved from Dallas. My home is in Rancho Viejo, and my wife and I live there, and we have a river in our backyard.
Yeah.
And it is gorgeous. So now I get to be at Starbase anytime I want.
Cool.
And I've got every launch on there.
Yeah.
And stackings.
Yeah, the stackings.
And now I'm gonna have an artist.
I am honored.
You bet. Oh man, you're gonna love these. One of the critics, one of the curators at the DMA used to describe the work of one of the artists as having a deft hand. I was like, what's deft mean? Just this light, feathery, easy, sure and steady. And I was like, wow, okay, so you have a deft hand.
Deft hand?
A deft hand, D-E-F-T. Deft means sure and steady.
Oh.
Yeah, you're doing it in a manner which is very inspiring. Do you need water or anything?
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you know whose cameras are these around the dunes?
So that one right there is What About It, Felix.
Felix?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is inoperable. Unfortunately, it had a malfunction. And I'm friends with Jordan, the photographer. He tried fixing it and it did not work. So they've got to apply for warranty work on it.
Gotcha.
And then NSF is over there. That's the space flight. Wonderful bunch of people.
Yeah.
Mary of Boca Chica is one of my best friends in the world. And she's the girl, the woman who started it all with Jack Berger from NSF. He found her and said, hey, you live out here, so would you like to do some photography to share with the world? She says, absolutely.
That's cool.
I've gotten to traipse with her in the dunes several times.
Yeah.
What About It also has another camera remotely. It's at a place called Lone Pine, or Lone Palm. Lone Palm. There's one palm tree, and they have a location that they were able to acquire the rights to be on, and NSF's not far from them.
Gotcha.
And that's how they get the fabulous feeds. There's so many people we meet that come because of those cameras. Worldwide, they come because they fell in love with this StarShip.
Yeah.
So I'm actually maybe going to get to work for What About It, and when I find out if he's going to go ahead and put me on, first thing I'm going to do is I got to fix that camera.
Yeah.
And I just happen to have a master electrician that's a good friend of mine who's already volunteered to help me.
Cool.
and he has applied for a job with SpaceX, so we're waiting. He's made it through 3 interviews.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
I am waiting for him to tell me, Robert, I'm on.
Yeah. I hope he gets it.
So it's been a 6-year goal of his.
Oh.
Since he started first learning about SpaceX.
Yeah.
And so for 6 months, he poured everything he has into. He has been living here. He has an electrical company that he's done so well with that it basically runs itself. He's got good men that work for him, and so he's like, okay, it's time to pursue my dream, my other dream, besides starting a company.
Wow.
To work at SpaceX.
That's cool.
Yep. So if you see me dancing the next time you see me somewhere, that will be why.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, they are working away up there. I'm gonna zoom in and see what they're doing.
Oh yeah. Do you meet a lot of SpaceX employees?
We do as they pass. We understand that a lot of them are busy, and so we don't bother anybody.
Yeah.
But occasionally, we'll say, hey, good morning, especially the workers that help build all this.
Yeah.
We'll always greet them if they come walking by us.
Definitely.
But I'm friends with Ethan McCoy, who's a very good friend of mine, and I met him out here in the dunes. He would follow the same passion as me to come out here and photograph this, and he told me, Robert, I want to work at SpaceX. I said, well, apply. He says, yeah, I'm ready to do it. I said, go ahead. He says, all right. So I do know another friend, Jenna Hammer, who was amazing. She's like one of the most amazing people I've ever met. So by chance, the universe again, working in the way it does.
Yeah.
Oh wow, hey, cool. That's cool. We were walking with the rocket one night down the way. Oh, sorry, booster. We're walking with the booster to the pad. Jenna happened to be driving by to come down and watch it after her shift. And she goes, Robert, I said, Jenna. And I introduced the two of them as we were walking. And I told her, he's wanting to work at SpaceX. She says, great, we'll talk. So she helped him with his resume. Gave him some pointers. He has military training and worked with Patriot missiles. So he had all the right stuff. And they hired him.
Cool.
And he is so happy. Every day is a joy.
Yeah, I bet.
And he works hard hours.
Yeah.
But he loves every second.
That's what matters.
Yeah, I'm going to watch for any artist sort of positions, media, something. I've been in advertising for 15 years, so.
Whoa.
I'm 57 years old though, so I don't know the modern, I'm not hip with the whole TikTok and and some of the other stuff. I'm very old school, traditional.
Yeah.
I'd be happy working at that museum that they're going to build as like a docent or curator. That'd be fun.
Cool.
So he's painting by this, which was by Jenny. And then I retouched it back about 3 flights ago because there's Jenny's name, there's mine together. she painted this up, and as you can see, it's the wear of the waves and wind and elements. So I got to come in here and repaint it again, put some more clear coat on it, fix her up. We need that to last for generations. Yeah, this painting over here on the other side, I retouched it.
Oh, which one?
On the other side of this board.
Cool.
It was done by a girl named Jenny. And I came in about flight 3. I noticed it was starting to look really worn and peeling, so I scraped off all the peeled stuff and carefully reproduced it just like she had it. Added in the earth.
Yeah.
Finished out the canals on Mars.
Yeah.
And put 5 coats of clear on it. So it's time to do it again.
Yeah.
And at some point when it gets too worn and it can't be repaired anymore, I'm going to totally reproduce the whole thing. And probably do it on MDF board, because it's important that it be here. So many people have come and taken pictures with this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my first time here, I took a picture with that.
Cool. Yeah, I asked Mary the Boca Chica because I figured she'd know if she knew of Jenny, because I wanted to find her before I touched it up. And Mary said, yeah, I met her, and she, I don't have her contact or anything. I haven't seen her since, so, but you know what, Robert, go ahead and paint it. Repaint it, because I'm sure she would be very appreciative. Because as it is, it's going to disappear.
Yeah.
I like it when my life runs like this.
Yeah?
And running around, I had other plans. No plans actually to speak of, but you run into something like this.
Yeah.
This is what when my teacher asked what I wanted to be, I said, well, I want to be an artist. She says, you don't sound very enthused about that. Well, she says, what do you think an artist means? I said, you got to go to Paris and paint the Eiffel Tower over and over.
Yeah.
And hope somebody buys your paints.
Yeah.
Your paintings. And she said, Robert, there's more that you can do with art. I really didn't know. So she introduced me to the world of advertising.
Okay.
And thank God she did. That was Miss McDonald. God, what a great teacher she was. Miss Manders, sorry. Miss McDonald was another one. Miss Manders. And she made special projects for me every day.
Yeah.
And I did illustrations for ads and typography sketches.
Cool.
At any rate, what you're doing is something that you would expect to see either in the French Quarter or in Paris. And
whoa.
Now I'd be quite happy going and painting the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Because it does what you say. It makes people happy.
Yeah.
I was just too self-conscious at the time to think that would be fun. And now I know better. Oh wow, mobile welding school. That fella just went by with a wrap truck that said the mobile welding school.
Oh.
Teaching people to weld. Very important skill around here.
Oh yeah. Welding all over the place.
You've been at this 50 minutes.
50 minutes?
50 minutes, that's what's on the timer.
Cool, okay.
I'll put this on YouTube and then you can download the link and do whatever you wish with it. I'll send you a bunch of very cool pictures.
You got it.
Anthony! Anthony Gomez! It's all good. He's the owner of Rocket Ranch.
Rocket Ranch?
It's another outpost where you can watch from. And he actually has a campground where you can go and you can camp out before the launch as long as you want.
Yeah.
And then he has a big school bus that he had painted by a real live artist like you and me. And they bring everybody up to the viewing platform, which is on that same road as the roost.
Yeah.
Jordan! That's my friend from What About It.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staying with you till the sun sets and you're finished.
Oh, you got it.
I'm gonna stay with him. You have fun.
I will. Appreciate it.
You bet, bud.
Who are all of them?
That is Jordan.
Jordan. Okay.
Goodry. He was What About It's photographer. Hey, Amy.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm awesome. Do it to it. There's a space where you can get where the sun, you can see it through the, well, I sent you the picture already. Follow Tyler. He knows where it is. And up they go. Tyler, Jordan, and Amy to go to the magic spot where the sun sets in the flame trench. God, it's gorgeous. The first time it happened, I was just at the right spot at the right time, and I looked over and I was like, oh my God, look at that.
Cool.
He took me up in the helicopter ride with him. Jordan did.
Helicopter ride.
Yeah, so what about it? He doesn't work there anymore. He's actually applied to SpaceX too.
Cool.
He's following his dream.
Yeah.
So that's the other person that I'm waiting on to hear the good news from.
Yeah.
He just put his resume, his application in 2 days ago.
Cool.
So I'm waiting to hear. But at any rate, he used to go up in the helicopter and do overhead shots. And so one day we were out, I followed him too and learned from him. And he's become a very close friend. And he said, hey Robert, would you like to go up in the helicopter with me? And I was like, yes.
Wow.
Yes, I could not really emote my whole oh my godness at the time, but I was like, so I did. And we, it lands at the Raptor Roost. It doesn't anymore because they changed the flight restrictions in that area. But it would land and it took us up from the Raptor Roost. Keith's built a helipad made of stainless steel that is scrap stainless that he was able to acquire. And he has an entire ring the size of StarShip that he built.
Whoa.
And when you stand in that, so I do the tours over there. And, oh, that was cool. That was definitely cool. I tell the kids, when you are standing in this ring, you're standing in how big Starship is, which usually ends up us running around the ring, which is fun. Okay, tank farm's farming up. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. I was 1 mile away when 36 went up. Side of the road. I'll share that video with you too.
You got it.
Not what we wanted to see, but I think that it has produced a re-interest, a rebirth of interest in people, and an awakening of just how powerful the forces we are, that y'all are handling and doing so well with. Because the amount of thrust it takes to get this baby off the ground,
oh yeah,
it's mind-boggling.
yeah.
Use linseed oil or
No.
turpentine
No.
or Gamsol.
I do use Gamsol.
Yeah, that's my preferred.
Yeah.
This has been fun. You'll be able to do a time lapse of this video.
Oh yeah.
And it'll be fun because,
Yeah.
oh boy. My other friend is a photographer, Sean Giesler, and he is with Marcus House. He is his sole photographer. Man, works so hard. I've gotten to go out with him too. He helped set me up with equipment and everything.
How many cameras are around here?
At present, I only know of 4.
Yeah.
There's also Lab Padre. Lab Padre is over there by production.
Yeah.
I don't know where their remote is out here, but that gray truck, it's parked up on that rise across from the bays. That's theirs, Lab Padre. Nice guys.
Gotcha.
And then NSF has the white boxes that are always there.
Okay.
And Caesar and Jack Beyer and Doss and Gage, they all, and as well as others that I don't know as well, they maintain those, do daily checks on them. They have solar panels, and if the if the sky has been overcast, then sometimes they have to put a battery on it.
Gotcha.
So they'll change that out. Wow. So for me, sunset is gonna go right by the side of Hoppy. I love Hoppy. I did a painting of Hoppy for my friend.
Yeah?
Yeah, he loves Hoppy, so. Hoppy started it all for SpaceX out here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Falcon 9. of course, wow.
Were you there for the Hoppy launch?
I was not. I was in Dallas.
Gotcha.
I was introduced to SpaceX in 2019, before Flight 1. I'm going to put this on pause because my friend is calling me and I need to see what he needs.
You got it.
I'm pause for these.